Hello, 6th grade. Today's homework is similar to last week's homework and the practice that we did yesterday in class. All right, it says that we're finding the probability of compound experiments. So we're going to be spinning both spinners. The one on the left, ABC, plus the one on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we need to do is we need to list the outcomes first. So I'm going to make the first spinner purple, and I see 3 outcomes. 1, 2, 3 outcomes, and we'll name them A, B, and C. Okay, now I'm going to look at the other spinner. I'm going to make it gold, and there are 4 outcomes. It looks like that's the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got this one said 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so if you spin them separately, then the first one has 3 outcomes, and the second one has 4 outcomes. But if the experiment is to do both and record your results, then there's going to be more outcomes. So let's just look at what already was spun. It looks to me like there's a C that got spun, and there's a 2 that got spun, right? So now I'm going to look at where these intersect, C and 2. Here's my 2, here's my C. That means here we need to write C2, C2. Okay, but I could have spun a C and a 1. So let's find where C1 is. C1. So that'll be C1. Okay, or I could have spun B3. All right, here we go. Find where those intersect. We have 3, and we have B. So that's B3. So at this point, what I want you to see is that all of the ones going down from this top C, where that purple line is, they're all going to start with C. C, C. And if I move to the left, these are all going to start with B. And if I move to the left one more time, they're all going to start with A. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my purple line. Now looking at the orange line, do you see how on the left it's 3? That was spinning a 3 on the second spinner. So I could spin an A on the first spinner and a 3 on the second spinner. We already have B3. Or this last one, we could spin a C on the first spinner and a 3 on the second spinner. So everything going across has a 3, which means we could spin A, B, and C, but always get 2. So A2 is a combination, B2, C2. So as we work across, the number out in front is the number that ends up going inside of our outcomes. Okay, so now for a 2-step experiment, we need all the boxes that have 2 symbols inside. So in this case, it's a letter and a number. These are our outcomes. So how many boxes are inside? When you figure out that number, it's the denominator. That number of inside boxes goes right here. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to count them up. But I will help you find A even. So if we are looking for A even, let me zoom back in. We are looking for A2 because 2 is even, and we're looking for A4. But we're not looking for A1 because 1 is not even. All right, so let's see where we find A2 and A4. Here they are, A2, A4. So that's 2 out of some number, and you'll need to change that fraction to a percent. Okay, let's look at the last one. We're looking for not B less than 4. The denominators are going to stay the same because it's still the same total number of outcomes. I'm going to help you get started. What does not B mean? Well, it means A, or it could mean C. And then you need all the numbers that are less than 4. So that's like A1 and C1. And A2 and not B and see something, right? So you need all of those that are hiding up inside our grid. So let's see, the ones we already found, that was A1 and C1 and A2 and C something. Then you're going to count those up, and that number goes on top, and try to make it be 8%. We will go over this in class tomorrow. Good luck.